We are in Jersey today, Florham Park to be specific. Sean O'Hare, the former Giant. I'm Andrew Siciliano. We are with the Jets today. Had decent weather. The sun came out, CJ Mosley, and it got hot right as you guys were getting done. That is perfect timing.
It was beautiful. It had a nice little shade. The wind was blowing. You know, everybody was competing, and right at the end, the sun came out. So now we get to go inside and keep the work going.
CJ Mosley, the veteran linebacker here. You're number 2 under Robert Saleh. The defense didn't put up the numbers you guys wanted last year, CJ. But Sheldon Rankin said something that I know it got some back page headlines and also raised some eyebrows last week. He said that this should be the best defense in football. In essence, going worst to first. How do you guys do that?
Well, one, it starts with, everybody knowing their assignment. Most of the guys that came back, we're going into year 2 in this defense, and I think that builds a lot of confidence. We all have to go through that learning experience. We have to go through that scarring. We all have to go through those ups and downs of the season being in this defense. And, just speaking for myself, just looking back on the film that I watched and, in the games that we had, there was a lot of little things where I won the line or where I missed an assignment or I missed my gap just based off because I didn't really understand certain parts of our defense. So just being in this year 2, attacking this defense, attacking the film, and really getting an understanding of where everybody lines up, I think that's really going to play a part, in us going from worst to best.
Well, it looked good today in practice. You guys were attacking the football.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of takeaways. There were some interceptions. I know that's one area you want to improve on, but you mentioned getting everybody lined up and everything. That's a lot of pressure. You're basically the quarterback of the defense. You've got to get everybody lined up. How has Robert Saleh helped you grow in that capacity?
Really just let me be myself. He didn't ask me to change the way I play the game. He didn't ask to do anything extra. He just told me to be myself and just be a leader, and that's just what I've tried to do. When it comes to making the calls and making adjustments, that's part of my job, and I take a lot of pride in it. So like I said, the extra film work, knowing the defense, seeing what the offense come out in, and every play, everybody's saying something to communicate to each other. That's just going to get us that much closer to the ball when it's snapped.
And they brought in Quan Alexander last week as well. Everyone talks about the front 7, says maybe D-line might be the best competition, might have the most depth here. It's going to be difficult when we get to cutdown day. But you now have a running buddy here that does know this system. What kind of impact is his presence next to you?
Well, the main thing where he's an impact, he's a game changer. He can make plays all over the field. He can run, and like you just said, he's been in his defense before, so he knows the defense. So you got a guy that's coming in that doesn't really have to learn every little thing about the defense because he already knows it. So when you get in outside on the field or in the classroom, he's already a step ahead, and therefore that elevates our linebacker room, where we can communicate more when he's seeing things, because he's playing a lot of ball as well. So he can see things that maybe I'm not seeing, or if we both on the same page, we can speak that to the rest of the linebacker room. So it just elevates, our room even more.
Yeah, Quan brings a lot of energy to the practice field, and a lot of intensity. I also know yesterday was his birthday, so did you bring him anything? Did you guys do anything for him?
We said we was gonna get a ball for him for his birthday, so we had Ham get an interception today, so that was his late birthday present.
All right, nice. So he's getting a little bit older. Let's talk about some of the young guys that are now in front of you. You got some new additions. Ahmad Gardner. Do you call him Sauce or do you call him Ahmad?
Not yet. We told him if he get 2 pick sixes in the preseason, that we might give him Sauce.
Okay, all right. So he's not Sauce yet.
We might give him Sauce because and he said got to be against the ones too. So no 2, 3 backup, all that. But more than likely we'll start calling him Sauce once he make a big play during the regular season.
All right. So Ahmad Gardner has addition to your secondary, but how about Jermaine Johnson? One of the additions up front. What have you noticed about him and his play?
He just has a high motor, and when the young guys, especially pass rushers, come in the league on their first year, they just want to try to make every play, and it's going to be a big learning curve for him to really play run defense as well. And that was one of the things that really stopped us for getting off the field is stopping the run, and you can't have a defense you don't have an edge. So once he started to figure out the small things about like I said, reading offensive line or knowing which guy's going to step to you, and if you're getting an out block or in block, who's pulling, where I need to fit, like all those little things play a factor when it's come to being a great player. So as he gets more into the system, as he learn and get his bumps and bruises through training camp and all, and through this preseason, you're going to really see him start to shine.
Jets get a preseason game next week against the Eagles. Going to see CJ Mosley out on the field after another day of practice here in Florham Park. CJ, thanks for taking the time, man. Good luck this year.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
CJ Mosley here.